The worst performance isn't one that the performer, makes a mistake or makes some series of mistakes. Um, Mistakes is part of life and they do happen. However, there are things you can do to avoid mistakes. But what I would consider to be the worst performance is one in which the performer, isn't thinking about anything. You're not thinking about anything. You're not visualizing anything. You're just playing notes, singing notes. I think that even if there are some hitches here and there, mistakes, the audience care more about how you carry what you're doing, how sincere to purpose, how true to the cause of what you're doing, other than some mistakes that crept in. You should visualize, paint a picture where there is none. Paint a picture where there is none. Sometimes songs like art songs, they just have titles, you know, supposedly, describing something, or a scenario. It is now your work as a performer to, you know, bring that to a broader view, by fleshing that idea up, with some reasoning, some creative thoughts. When you stand on stage to perform, you shouldn't jump into playing as soon as, you know, uh, you are applauded or they clap for you. Same way, you shouldn't jump out of the music you're playing as soon as um, you finish the last note. So even if it's a fast song that ends with a loud call, yeah, give it, make the audience, think that something else is coming, and then you can lose out and you can come back to normal again. You have to be thinking about something. There are usually synopses about any performance, and I think that performers should try to read about them, study and have a picture of what you want to do. And when you stand on stage to perform, after the upload, you should focus to see if you can, download the scenario. If you're going to sing a love song, for instance, and you are currently not in love, or you are not, you had, good experience of love, with a partner a long time ago, I think you should find a way. I'm not saying go back to your ex. I'm just saying find a way to um, download that scenario the way the song is describing it. And if you have had the experience before, good for you. Try to like be in that scenario, okay? Be in that passion, and then when you have entered that atmosphere, they can signal your accompanies to start, and then everything is coming from the point of passion or from the point of joy, depending on the mood of the song. You know, do not panic into singing or performing at once. Calm down. Get the If you're going to play, maybe a Chopin nocturne. And those who play instruments, you should. You cannot leave the music just for your fingers or for your mouth or for something. Learn to hum the sounds you're going to play. Learn to sing. Learn to. I made another video that says sing what you're going to play. Learn to be in sync. Learn to think of how various instruments would play that passage and express it. It's going to help you a lot. You cannot play an instrument well, without thinking about how other instruments will sound. I'll say that again. The reason your instrument will sound well will depend on what you're thinking about every passage, which instrumental color, which tone color you think every passage would have. You're playing on the piano with just one sound, but then you are able to create various tone colors, because you know how the clarinet will sound, you know how the violin will sound, you know how the cello sounds. So that's why musicianship is not just about what you know about your instrument, but it's your awareness of other instrument too. So the creative art, because music is creative art. Why do you why do you abandon the creativity and just go for just the objectivity, just go for what is given to you? Yeah, you stay true to what is given to you, but at the same time you must be the embodiment of what you're doing, right? Actors first are given scripts to read, but after, some number of rehearsals, of script reading, they are expected to be, the embodiment. And sometimes I'm sure the directors allow them to, you know use certain, words that can replace each other to convey the idea, because they become the person. You have to become what you perform. That's the key point. Become what you're performing, and the only way to become that is to put yourself into that scenario.